Hello, guys, and welcome back. Um, so I just posted some homework on Canvas, and today, instead of actually getting into new material, um, I'm going to ask that you guys instead of doing a lecture for today, start going through those homeworks for chapters 5 and 6. That's a pretty big homework set, so I'll give you a little bit of extra time today. Not to mention the fact that chapter 7 is pretty complicated, and so I want you guys to have a fairly decent understanding of chapters 5 and 6 before we jump into chapter 7. Okay, so I think today what I'm going to do is some housekeeping. Okay, so this um, housekeeping. I don't know why I'm even writing on the thing. You probably don't even need it. But I'm like when you're in the hotel, and somebody comes knocking on your door and they're like housekeeping, and you're like, oh, dang it, I have to put some PJs on or something. That's me coming right now, and I'm going to tell you about housekeeping and basically plan for the rest of the semester because we only have a week and a half left. Okay, first of all, number one, the final exam. The final exam is from 10:30 to 12:30 on Tuesday, May 5th. Okay, and it's comprehensive. So it's going to cover everything from chapters 1 through 7. Basically, it'll include things from 7 that we've covered. I don't know if we'll be able to completely finish chapter 7 by the end of next week, but we will try. And because we haven't had a chapter test on chapters 5, 6, and 7, and I'm not planning on doing that, the final exam will be heavy on chapters 5, 6, and 7. Okay, so it's going to be heavy on those three. And of course, whatever we don't do in chapter 7 will not be included on this test, on the final exam. But it's going to include things from the entirety of the book and all of the notes that we've covered. Not the entirety of the book, the entirety of the stuff that we've covered. Sorry to give you a minor heart attack there. Okay, so that's going to stay at the same time. We're going to do it the same way that we did the test before. I'm going to give you a file, so I'm going to upload a file at the time that the test starts, so at 10:30. Or as Madison pointed out, I was 3 minutes late on the last one. Yeah, I'll upload it at 10:30 on Tuesday, May 5th, and make it visible for you guys. And then you will have, I think I'll give you 3 hours, okay? So let's just go ahead and say it'll be 3 hours long. And I'm giving you an extra hour here just because I want to be sure that you guys don't have any problems with printing or uploading or anything, okay? So I'm going to make it due at 1:30 p.m. on Tuesday, May 5th, okay? Yeah, and that's how it's going to work. It's basically the same as last time. And also, this will be open book. Open book and open note. But as I'm sure you learned on the last exam, this is in no way going to help you if you have not already studied the material. If you don't know the material already, the open book, open note thing is not going to help you in the least bit. 3 hours may seem like a long time, but it's not enough time to finish this test if you have not studied the material and you don't understand or know each section of the text. Okay, so this is not an excuse not to study. I highly recommend you still study, but it is going to be open book and open note. Okay, number two. I have already posted homeworks for chapters 4 and 5. This will be due on Wednesday of next week. Okay, we'll do on Wednesday of next week. And this will serve as somewhat of a chapter test for 4 and 5. I'm not going to count it as a chapter test. It's going to count towards the homework grade. but it'll serve as a bit of a chapter test for 4 and 5, so it'll allow you guys to practice those concepts. And like I mentioned previously, there will be no more chapter tests. We just don't have the time to fit it in. Unfortunately, I know that you guys would love to do another test, but we're not going to do any more chapter tests just because we do not have the time in the semester. Okay, and then finally, so this is point 4. We are going to, I'm going to host a Zoom meeting probably Friday of next week. Okay, Zoom meeting. Actually, maybe we should do this. Let's do this on Monday of next week. So let's do Monday from 1 to 1:55. So normal meeting time. I'll send you out an invite. And basically, this Zoom meeting will just be an opportunity for us to chat. We don't have to talk about anything in particular. I'll still be uploading a lecture for that day. So this is going to be in addition to the lecture. And it's just a chance for you guys and us and me and all of us to kind of socialize together again. It's been quite a while. And yeah, I miss you guys. So let's have a Zoom meeting. BYOC, coffee or tea if you want tea. Yeah, and we'll just, hang out and chat. It doesn't even have to be for the whole 55 minutes. Maybe it's only like 30 minutes or so. But yeah, so that'll be fun. I hope to see you there. And that's essentially all I have for you today. Like I said, I'm not going to do any lecture today. But if you could please, instead of lecture, start going through chapters 4 and 5 homework, just so that we can nail down those concepts maybe a little bit more concretely before we move into chapter 7. Okay, that's it for me. I hope you guys have a great Wednesday.